Hello, welcome, welcome. This is hot on the heels of the last one. I'm keen to play another right away. Got my little pick-me-up here. So yeah, last time, in case you don't remember, I managed to see the master bedroom for the first time. I got to the vault with the vault key, so I saw a very intriguing passport in the safe there, plus upped my allowance a little. Well, master bedroom 2 gave me some allowance, so I actually increased my allowance by 4 in the last day of play. So yeah, I think I'm starting with an allowance of 22 now, which seems huge, or it might be 20, I forget. I also got down to the reservoir with some spare keys, and opened a few more boxes there. With various, enigmatic little clues about where I might be able to find more allowance tokens. So I am keen to go down there again, and on that topic, I also went to the clock tower for the first time, and up there, there was some new lore there, plus that room gives me a key the next day for every tomorrow room that I have, and one of the upgraded rooms I have is the hallway. I've got the, for every hallway you draft, add a hallway to tomorrow's draft pool. And so I tend to have 4, 5, 6 hallways most days. And so I think I'm starting the day with 8 keys. So let's play. It's going to be day 38, I believe. I should be starting with 8 keys. And I think I might go straight down below and spend them all. Yeah, I think I will do that. All right, I guess I'll grab my allowance. Yeah, 22. And get down below. But I need to get to the foundation to get down below. So I will draft east and hope for the, what's it called? Conservatory. I guess it's corridor, because I definitely want to draft in the corner, since I have the rook's resilience. Resilience of the rook, is it? Resilience of the rook. So, I get 5 tries here. There'll be even 2 more keys. The nook is super common. Ooh. This is starting to look like a carbon copy of yesterday. I'm taking the clock tower. I'm going to backtrack and go to the other corner. Yeah, I'll draft west now. And then... yeah, I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to play this. I suppose I will grab the funeral parlor. Hope for it to send me left now. Should check for items. Send me left. Okay, a hallway. That works. Yep, I'm happy with the hallway. Check here for items. Let's get to the wing. I'm okay with a nook. I guess I would prefer another hallway so I can get to the corner room. The nook might have as well, but it wouldn't have got me north. Okay, so I get 5 tries here. I want the conservatory. Give me a conservatory. If I were to get that, then I'd start tomorrow with 44 coins. It's tempting, but I'm not going to do it. Oh, come on. There it is. There's the conservatory. Okay, yeah, I definitely want that. Let's adjust some what's-its. Will you give me a shovel as well? That would be super nice, but no. Alright, so we can change the den, the workshop, and the trophy room. 8 gems, but it costs 5 to get in there. Okay, well I want to crank the workshop up to super common, because it always gives an item, and I really want that power hammer. So this is already commonplace, which I like, honestly. That's just a free gem and a 3-way door. The workshop currently unusual. Do I want it commonplace or do I want it standard? I want it commonplace. Ugh, I might be playing this wrong. But the trophy room, I'm going to take that way up to commonplace as well. I wonder if I'm doing this wrong. Oh, drafting cost 5. Okay, and that's it. Now, one thing that I wonder about drafting in this game, do you have to go through the whole deck? Do you draw through the deck and then reshuffle and draw again? Or are you drawing at random? Like, is it shuffling every time you draw? Is it shuffling the deck again? I don't know. So I've got a dig spot in here. I'll try to remember that just in case it becomes important. I have no more gems, so I kind of want to stop drafting now. Actually, I might still draft north from the entrance hall to try to get to the foundation. I think I will still do that. Entrance hall is this way? Yes. Oh no. Well, I can't afford that. So I guess it's the bunk room. It'll give me 2 something. It gives me 2 keys. I like that. I don't think there's anything else to do in here. Just say hello to the hamster. What's up? How you doing? Yep. This is bad news. If the clock tower gives me a silver what's-it, then yeah, I've got to be careful with that. So the trophy room, does the trophy room actually show up now, like grayed out? Because I've seen it, or does it not? Might it be 19? I guess it must be 19, unless it's one of the Oh, I had enough steps. I didn't go to get an outer room. I meant to get a shrine. I had a bunch of money left. Oh, I'm stupid. I was hoping for a shrine to spend money. Oops. Well, you can't win them all. What was I saying? Right, yeah, the trophy room, I guess it must be room 19. So I don't know if this always gives the silver stopwatch. I guess we're about to find out. Well, wouldn't be for sure, even if there is one. Okay, we do have a silver stopwatch again. It looks like it's the same sigil I saw last time. It's the same note. This is no big surprise. Yeah, alright, let's do it. So I need to race down. It's going to be straight through the entrance hall, through the funeral parlor, and turn right. And then I'll try and just plow north as far as I can, or get whatever expensive rooms I can. Maybe I should actually go from this hallway, so I don't have to think so much about the directions. I think I will. So I'm going to go funeral parlor, and then left, and then right. Alright, let's go. Time is ticking. Half my time's gone. Okay, what's expensive? Den. Go, 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 go. Garage. What? I thought gems were free. Do I need to have... Shit. Okay, library. I feel like I just got conned. Observatory. Secret passage. Oh, that cost me the gem. I was just out of time. Alright, so that was not... That didn't go well either. Okay. Alright, well, now that I'm here, let's do the observatory. That's the death thing. That's, dead ends are common today. I don't want it. Right? How many stars do I have? 12 stars. Where's the book? Yeah, dead end room is more common. Don't want it. Okay, so for the clock tower to be really effective, you really need a door to explore right off of it. Like this needs to be a three-way, for example, like a T-junction. And I need gems in hand. Gems and keys in hand. I wonder if when you pick up a silver, the thing I just had, the silver stopwatch, I wonder if you, like if you get to a coat check, can you leave it for the next day? Alright, well, drafting strategy 4 or 6 or whatever number is ready for me in the library. I should go read that. I'll leave that secret passage until later, I think. Drafting strategy, volume 5. Okay, where are my drafting strategy notes? So many pages of notes now. I thought these bookmarks are really going to help. I guess they do. They don't help me for anything new, and they don't help me for the things that I didn't think that I needed anymore. Master bedroom, bricks, storeroom, reservoir, root cellar, servants' quarters, shelter, fountain, post. Leadership's chamber, laundry room, greenhouse, funeral parlor, shrine, laboratory. I guess I just zoom straight to the library. So, library notes here. There's drafting strategy 3. Where did I write my drafting strategy 4? It's gotta be over here somewhere. Oh yeah, there it is. Drafting strategy volume 4. Don't know how much room I'm going to need. Hopefully this is enough. Or maybe I'll read it first and then decide what I want to write down. So December 14th. Alright. Draxus. Alright, the death of drafting. A fear every architect faces. Every architect has experienced it. You're drafting your house, room by room, and everything is going smoothly. Suddenly, you realize there's only a single path available for expansion, and it's imperative you draft a hallway, or else your design will have no hope of future development. But, on the critical draw, the drafting gods offer you nothing but dead ends, rooms with no exit, and even fewer prospects. Dead ends are the death of dreams. the death of plans, and the death of expansion. In short, they are the death of your house. But are they genuinely as daunting and menacing as they appear? Perhaps beneath their morbid exterior, dead ends hold some inherent value. In this volume of drafting strategy, we will delve deeper into the world of the grave than any architect has ever dared to draft, to discover once and for all if there is any life beyond the dead end. Is this just going to be clues about the tomb? I hope not. Okay, there's Draxus. So Draxus is the Grim Reaper guy, I guess. Okay, no exit strategies. The Architectural Digest's Guide to Dead Ends. A dead end is any room that lacks another door by which to exit. It is an understandable instinct to want to avoid these rooms while drafting your house, as they limit your available paths for growth. However, seasoned architects quickly learn that you do not want to completely ignore them. A very common mistake that beginners make is picking the room with the most doors while drafting and ignoring all other factors, but every house needs some dead ends. Don't be afraid of drafting a few dead ends. Each dead end room an architect drafts removes that floor plan from the draft pool. The more dead ends you draft, the less likely you are to draw them later on when decisions are most critical. Yeah, that's a good point. The key is figuring out a way to draft dead ends without blocking off your house's potential for expansion. Dropping a dead-end room on the rank behind you is a great strategy to accomplish this, and helps you pick up some extra resources before continuing to higher ranks. In general, you should be trying to fill up every open slot in your house before moving north. An ideal spot to draft a dead end. Yes, I know. Grave mistakes in Introduction to the Tomb. As foreboding as a black-bordered floor plan may seem, Tomb stands out as one of the most straightforward strategies centered around dead ends. This floor plan can only be drafted from the grounds and is considered one of the outer rooms. As such, it can be drafted at the very start of the day, allowing architects to know immediately whether their strategy should be focused on dead ends or not. The tomb itself is a vast crypt filled with shadowy alcoves and creepy recesses. The entire space was designed by early Orindian architects to evoke a sense of mystery and intrigue, perfect for those who are appreciative and skeptical of dead-end architecture. The 8 Adjuran angels of that early era that are scattered throughout the tomb's chambers are a memento of times past, and you will certainly be seeing a lot of them when employing a tomb-centered strategy, as you will likely be making several visits here throughout the day. Several visits there throughout the day? Why? Just to grab more money? A successful tomb strategy depends on 3 crucial factors: finding shops, amassing enough steps to allow for return trips to the grounds, and drafting as many dead ends as possible. This strategy is perfect for those who love risk and great rewards. So that is there. Do I have that written down? Yes, I do. I have her. Alright, so they are saying that when doing tomb strategy, you should grab the tomb at the very beginning and get as many things that give you steps and as many shops as you can, and whenever you think there's some decent money, go down there, go back up, find the shop, spend the money, keep going, get more dead ends, go back down again. I don't know, that seems kind of like a waste of steps, but I mean, this is Drafting Strategy Volume 5, this is advanced stuff. Allegedly. Alright, yeah, I guess I can try that at some point. This is about time to go outside anyway, come to think of it. Alright, grounds for termination. Tomb isn't the only dead end that you'll find on the grounds. There are a total of 8 outer rooms, which are rooms that are draftable outside of the house. These floor plans are unique not only in where they can be drafted, but also in the fact that they are floor plans that cannot lead to the expansion of further rooms, making them the perfect candidate for dead ends. They are also able to be drafted at the very beginning of the day, which allows architects to plan out their strategy with greater precision and purpose. For example, on a schoolhouse day, architects will prioritize acquiring gems to pay for the extra classroom floor plans, whereas on a hovel day, they will focus entirely on getting lots of extra steps. Yeah. Outer rooms of note. Hovel. Grounds for termination may have been a play on words for the title of the article, but it certainly wasn't a joke to the former groundskeeper Denny Ravan, who made his home while employed on the estate in this humble bedroom. Tool shed. The groundskeeper's tool shed is often a great draft choice to find useful items like a shovel or a sledgehammer. Trading post. For even better items can be found in the trading post, that is, if you have something valuable to offer. This shop is frequented by local farmers and hunters who supply the estate with goods in exchange for a few shiny trinkets. Root cellar. Most of the vegetables and fruits obtained from the locals are preserved in this subterranean cellar. When winter arrives, these stored goods are frequently traded back, providing them with a reliable source of sustenance during the colder months. Shelter. Even further underground, provisions are also stored in the estate's bomb shelter. The purpose of this, of course, like the root cellar, is preservation. However, in this case, it's the preservation of people rather than food against fallout, radiation, and red rooms. Enshrined ideals. An introduction to the shrine. The last outer room is a floor plan with a function that isn't as straightforward as the others. Just what is a blessing? How much gold do I need to give? How long does it last? The shrine is a space of reverence, a mystical cavern filled with the glow of candlelight, and those that show respect and pay tribute are blessed by the unseen forces that guide this world. Blessings are persistent benefits that last several days and are bestowed upon the reverent visitors who have made an offering of gold. The type and duration of blessing can differ depending on the amount of gold given, but the more gold you offer, the longer the blessing will last. Okay, so here are the blessings. I guess I should go to my shrine notes and write some stuff down. So blessing of the Tinkerer. So whenever you draft a mechanical room, trigger your current experiment. Draft mechanical. Trigger current experiment. Blessing of the berry picker. Berry picker. Blessing of the berry picker. While drafting, instead of picking a floor plan, you can pick a berry. If you do, draft a random floor plan from your draft pool, disregarding rarity. Interesting. Chance to draft, ignoring rarity. Okay. Blessing of the chef. For each different type of spread that you do today, add an extra dish to the dining room. For each type of spread, plus one dish in dining room. Blessing of the gardener I've seen. At 8 courtyards, plus 8 courtyards. We've got blessing of the general. After you draft a red room, if you have at least 5 different ranks containing red rooms, gain 5 gems. Ooh, that could be huge. After drafting ground, if greater than or equal to 5 ranks with red plus 5 gems. Okay. Blessing of Monk. If you call it a day in a room on your estate, you will draw that room when drafting the grounds from the... If you call it a day in a room on your estate, you would draw that room while drafting from the grounds the following day. Doesn't that mean in the outer room, drafting from the grounds? So does that mean I could have, for example, a vault outside? How strange. If call it a day on estate, we'll draw that room from the grounds in the next day. Blessing of Dancer. I've seen that. That is pay gem to rotate. And then finally, Blessing of the High Roller. Each time you draft a shop, gain an ivory die. Gain 10 gold whenever you roll die plus 10 gold. Alright, we've learned about the shrine's blessings. Okay, the top 5 dead ends as selected by the editorial staff of Drafting Strategy. Number 1. The Attic, which I've never seen. If Toolshed is good, then Attic is really good. Even at a steep gem cost, this room cannot be passed up. I think it's my most passed up room, but I don't think I ever had enough gems for it. It always pays for itself and more. 2. Study. Study is likely the most powerful room for the experienced architect who no longer has difficulty accumulating gems or solving chess portmanteaus. Chess portmanteaus. A portmanteau is a word made of 2 other words, just kind of chopped together. How is that? Have there been chess portmanteaus that I've not noticed? Does it mean puns, not portmanteaus? Like the knight being in the observatory because you use an observatory at night? Like the rook and the nook rhyming? Like the king being... Was there a chess piece in the master bedroom? I'd expect there to be a king in there, but I don't know if there was. Studies most like the powerful room for the experienced architect who no longer has a difficulty accumulating gems or solving chess portmanteaus. Why? I know there's a safe in there, which I've not managed to open yet. Oh, right. For its ability, when drafting, spend gems to... was it to redraw? I can't zoom in on it. Oops. I guess I can go check. So, what am I looking for? The study. Yeah. Spend gems to redraw up to 8 times. Yeah, that does make sense, but I am strapped for gems. No longer has difficulty accumulating gems or solving chess portmanteaus. I'm not sure why it calls them portmanteaus. I should look out for that. I'll write on my chess page. Quote, chess portmanteaus, question mark, question mark. Okay, coat check. More than any other room, coat check allows architects to center their strategies on a specific item of their choice. Hovel. The risk may scare off some, but to those who see their steps as an expendable resource and throw caution to the wind, Hovel is an unbeatable drafting force. Secret passage. Surprisingly, this room is actually categorized as a dead end, allowing architects to utilize it in both dead end and color-specific strategies. Yeah. Okay, dead end contest mail-in sweepstakes. On January 20th, 1989, Taro Martiz shocked the world of architecture by drafting 19 dead ends in one day. Can you beat his record? Draft 20 or more dead ends in a single day, and you could win 200 gold and the trophy of sweepstakes. I do not have the magnifying glass, but I kind of want to zoom in on that. So magnifying glass to-do list. Look at page 13. Oh, the other one that I wanted to look at in drafting strategy 1 was also page 13. I have to wonder now if page 13 of every drafting strategy has something to look at with a magnifying glass of drafting strategy 5 library. Okay, it looks like it says eligibility. The dead end contest sweepstakes is open to legal residents of Fen areas who are of at least, does that say 12? I hope it's not 18 because I don't think my character is old enough. At the time of entry, employees of drafting strategy, affiliates, blah, 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 blah. Entry to odds. The odds of winning the contest are not very don't know. I don't know. I want to look at that with a, hopefully I'll get a magnifying glass today. Can you beat his record? Beat 19. So if I get 20 or more in a day, 20 dead ends. Doesn't seem that possible. But I guess that's why it's a trophy. Word from the editor. As we conclude this haunting October edition of Drafting Strategy, we trust that you have unearthed the darker side of architectural design and found inspiration in the morbid realm of death and dead-end rooms. From the despair of a drafted lavatory to the chilling allure of the tomb, we believe that even the most eerie aspects of our world can spark creative brilliance in the architect's mind. As you venture forth into the shadows, remember that there is a certain beauty in the unknown and the macabre. Embrace the challenge of designing spaces that both captivate and unsettle, that provoke contemplation of our own mortality and the secrets that lie beyond. This seems just like purple prose. It seems like it's not. I don't think there's any particular clues or anything going on here. All right, so what do I want to take from this? What do I want to take with me? Yeah, this is a good reminder that drafting dead ends behind me, like to the south, is a good thing because it takes them out of the pool. An interesting idea here to go back and forth to the tomb, but I don't think I've ever got that many extra steps to do that with at the moment. This is a good reminder that drawing at the beginning of the day isn't an awful thing. Like, I generally want to have at least a few rooms, get an idea of what I want to do, but maybe I should try this more often, drafting right away. In fact, there's been quite a few times recently where I've even forgotten, like the previous day, the day before just now, for example, I didn't even go out and get an outer room. Yeah, I should try more of these. Man, I wish I'd got an outer room yesterday. I had a lot of extra money. I could have thrown it all at the shrine. And yeah, the attic. I need more attic in my life, and I need a much more a much more reliable way to get gems. And I would like to look at this with the magnifying glass. Okay, what was I going to do here? This is my only spot to draft. I could do it from the whole way down here. So I think I need to get out, get the outdoor room, and then come back and just hope. You know, if the worst comes to the worst, then what I do is I go down to the... Oh no, I need to actually get to the foundation. Oh my god. If today ends and I can't get to the foundation, I'm going to be very sad, because that's just 10 keys wasted, if so. Alright, well, I've got to get outside, get an outer room. I should probably do the funeral puzzle, the parlor puzzle, before I draft. Well, let's see what we get outside. This might be a day where I might choose the hovel, actually. Because I don't want to not get to the foundation today. I want to spend the keys with the chests underground. Okay. Considering a shrine, I'm considering the tool shed. I don't think I'm really considering the trading post. So the shrine, because I have a feeling I'm going to have leftover money. The tool shed, because there is a chance that would help me in the house right now. I think I'm going to take the shrine, and I might spend a good chunk of change in there. Because it starts right away, doesn't it? I want enough to buy like a shovel or something, if that opportunity comes up. Let's give 12 coins. Where's my shrine notes? 12 coins. What are you going to give me? Blessing of the Tinkerer. Okay. And 3 days. Okay. I'm not sure how much that'll help me today, because I don't have an experiment. So yeah, I don't really expect that to be much help. Can't believe I forgot to do an outer room yesterday. Alright, well, wish me luck. Is this way? Yeah. I should get this. The black box is not empty. The statement on the black box is true. A box with a false statement contains the gems. Okay, let's assume this is true for now. The black box is not empty, so that's saying that this box has the gems. Okay, if a box with a false statement contains the gems, let's assume for a second that that blue one was true, therefore the gems are in here. This is saying a box with a false statement contains the gems. So, if this is true, then the gems cannot be in here. So this would have to be false. And then a box with a false statement contains the gems. That would be false. So that would mean that a box with a true statement has to contain the gems. But we're saying that this is false. So that's a contradiction. Let's say that this is true. The statement on the black box is true. Okay, so if that's true, then this is true as well. Let's not think about it too much, but this must then be false. The black box is not empty, so this would be saying that the black box is empty. And we're saying that this is true in this scenario. A box with a false statement contains the gems. I've got lost. Okay. We were saying that this is true. We were testing the theory that this could... I'm going to start over. Test the theory that this is true. The black box is not empty. So this is saying... We are saying right now that this box is true, and therefore the gems are in black. Let's look at this one. Let's not think about that. We're saying this has gems in it. A box with a false statement contains the gems. For this to be true, if this were true, then the game is broken. If this is false, then it can't be in this box and the game is broken. So this one has to be false. The black box is full. This is saying the black box has the gems. So this is a lie. The black box, in fact, does not have the gems. Okay, gems are not in black. And we've said that this is a lie, so we need one of these to be true. This is saying the statement on the black box is true. So, okay, they could both be true. Box with the false statement contains the gems. I think they're in blue, but I'm getting a bit lost with this one. Finally, I guess they're getting hard enough that I'm struggling a bit more. Let's work through this on a post-it. Okay, so we've got blue, white, and black. So if blue is true, then gem in black. We would need one of these to be at least to be false. If this is true, then the game is broken, so it has to be false. And if it's false, then a box with the true statement has to contain the gems, and that's not this one, so that's broken. Broken. So the blue box has to be false. And that means that the black box is empty. And one of these has to be true. Let's say first that this one has to be true. That means that both of them are true. And if this one is false, then this one is false, and that would mean they're all false, and that's broken. So this must be true, and therefore this must also be true. Okay. So a box with a false statement contains the gems. We know that to be true, and therefore the gem is here. Alright, that took me ages. Okay, good. Right, we need to go through here. Yes, and draw, and we need something pointing right. I'm going to take the chapel. Even though I would kind of like the pool, I want a gem here just in case. Give me some stuff. No stuff? It's rude. Okay. Okay, workshop is my only choice. Okay, okay, workshop. Feeling a little better now. Okay, we have managed to get to the foundation. Same, a broken lever. Do I have any other items? No, that's my only item. So I can't make anything with that just yet. Alright. I'm happy to draft and draft. Fine with some dead ends. I would prefer to loop around. Oh, what does this do again? That was a mechanical room, and so that would have triggered my experiment if I had one, but I don't. I don't have a shovel. Let's draft south. I hate that. I hate that. I hate this less. Okay, I guess I do again want lots of tomorrow rooms because I have the clock tower, so that's more keys again for tomorrow. Yep. Let's get me another hallway, please. I can't afford that. So it's a dead end either way. That's alright. I don't have any particular need for the sledge. Oh, the sledgehammer. I have the broken lever. So if I could get the battery as well, then I could finally make that contraption. But the coat check, I believe I've also made common. So I'm kind of tempted to get the walk-in closet and hope to get the coat check later. Because the walk-in closet could give me the battery. Could give me other useful items too. Could give me more gems. What is that? And a cupcake? Okay, there's a gem. There's a... what's her name? Lady Epson, I think. Key. What's this? A spyglass telescope. Gain an additional effect of each constellation observed in the observatory. Okay, so it doubles whatever the observatory does for me. But that just makes dead ends more common, doesn't it? So Draxus would be good for that particular challenge that I was just reading about. So what's this cupcake? Is that... oh, it's just 10 steps? I'm a little disappointed. I would have preferred more items. Was that 4 things? I got the... why is there such a fancy O for that? Wonder if I can make anything with it in the contraptions room. Okay, well I have to backtrack as far as the foundation. So maybe I will keep drafting. Oh, there's also this door from the secret passage. I forgot about that. So I'm not totally stuck. Should I go down now? Swinging light. Should I go down now? I could spend a few keys. No, I'm gonna go north. Yeah, courtyard. I mean, Hoy is nice to have. Let's go east. Yeah. Not a terrible spot for a dining room. And then, yeah, I wouldn't mind a dead end going south. I guess I may as well grab... Oh, salt cellar. What is a salt cellar? Is that a salt cellar? It's a shaker for sure. What does cellar mean exactly? Okay, we've got the lunchbox. Wait. Oh, I've never had it before reaching rank 5. Oh, neat. Okay, that is pretty useless to me right now. I would have to spend a bunch of steps to do better than breaking even. And I'm not sure if it... I never remember if it spreads one in itself. Although, I don't have the shovel, but I wanted to dig under the barbecue. I think I'm going to take it in case I can get a shovel today. That's my only gem. And apparently it doesn't... Oh, it does spread a gem to itself, so that's good. Wish I had a shovel. It's an X. Let me do something. Very below, and I think there's something under the barbecue. That's funny. You see that. Okay, do I want to go all the way to the conservatory to grab the other gem? I think perhaps I should. I can go north. That'll give you my lunch. Yep. Yep, Hoy. Maybe I'll leave that alone. Yeah, I want to go get the other gem. So, Hallway Foundation Workshop Chapel. Not that way. Let's just see if I can combine this. Didn't think so. Oh, hang on. It doesn't give the telescope as an option. Kind of interesting. Yes, you can have another coin. I'm kind of interested to look in the telescope again now that I have the other telescope. Guess it doesn't matter much. Okay. So there is a fireplace in the den. Where's my gem? There it is. Right. Where now? I guess I want to draw here. I feel like I'm wasting a lot of steps. But maybe that's okay. Okay, hallway... Yeah, hallway chapel again. Wasting a lot of coins going through here. So many tithes. Should I go down below and open a bunch of... No, I should do that at the end of the day with whatever keys I've got left. I did intend to just go down there immediately and spend all these keys, but... Yeah, I'm not doing that apparently. Yep, I'll take the coat check. Do I want to go in? I suppose it's better to have it than not have it. Retrieve the sledgehammer. Oh, so you can drop off the telescope, lever, such. Okay, I really want the battery. Okay, so I should have lunch now, I think. Yeah. Oh, I had the salt, so one extra. Billiard room would give me a dead end, but it would give me 2 more keys. This would give me a gem, which also isn't bad. Spare bed wouldn't really do much for me. Could be a key card. And it's a step towards the trophy. Think I shall take the storeroom. I wonder if the key card counts as a major key. Oops. Thank you. I wish I could afford it. Now. It's super dangerous. Imagine for a second that I do pick up the battery in there. Let's say it makes me lose my salt shaker. There's a 50% chance that I lose one of the items that I really want to keep, which is the broken lever and the sledgehammer. Which is bad odds. And the odds of getting a battery in there are probably quite low. So I'm multiplying 50% with low odds and getting really bad odds. I think that room is too dangerous. See, I did get the item that I wanted, the battery. I can then backtrack to the workshop, build the thing, put it in the coat check, and then walk through again. I don't like it. I'm taking the pantry. Do I want to continue? Yeah, let's keep going. Banana, money, coffee. I am using so many keys. Not the billiard room. Security straight through. Archives is 2 directions, but then I can't see as much. I think I'll take security. Give me an item. Give me an item. No item. Okay, let's see if I've missed anything. Nope. Let's order a shovel, since I've been hurting for shovels the last couple times. Staff services. Special orders. I would like to order a shovel. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm thinking just now that I'm not the kind of player to center on a particular strategy, because I like to do everything in games. I like to try everything. Great hall, locked doors. I've got a bunch of keys. Oh, boiler room. Hope for the lab. I'm doing that. I'm taking the boiler room and I'm hoping for the lab. Let's switch it on. Thankfully no security doors in here. That way, I have to press this twice for some reason. Let's send it... well, I don't care which way I send it, actually. Oh, we flip this again to open this door, don't we? And then, yeah, I want to go this way. I don't mind a dead end, but I hope for the lab. Darkroom might have battery. Unfortunately, I can't see whether it does. And I don't have the, I guess I won't bother going in unless I find a utility closet. Honestly, I don't care that much about getting to 46 at the moment. I wouldn't mind that much having a dead end. Oh, if I go the other way... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 steps. I could choose a color here. That's too many steps for that. Give me a lab. Not a lab. I don't remember if the weight room carries steam. Do I have notes about that? Steam. The weight room does carry steam. I'm a little bit tempted. Because there's something that I can smash down in there. And there is a slim chance that I might be able to build that today. But if I have my steps... Oh, there's the dining room as well, so I might be able to get more steps. I think I'm going to do it. Where am I right now? Rank 6. I'd have to go up to 8 to serve dinner. So I'd be 33. Well, as soon as I do that, I lose half of them. So I'd be down to 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. And then I'd be up to 27. Which, I mean, it's possible. A security door, that's not good. I have security, I didn't turn them down. That was silly of me. But I'll send steam into there. Which doesn't do anything, does it? It just goes through. Okay, and I need to... That was a secret passage, right? I need to hope... Oh, 2 security doors? Oh, that sucks. Okay. So now I cannot get to rank 8. Because I do not have a key card. That's shot my plan completely. Alright. Alright, so there's nothing for it other than to spend 7 keys down below. I was really hoping for a lab. And last 2 days in a row, I believe I've had key cards and not actually used them, or maybe I used one once. I think I tried sending steam to the darkroom and it did not keep the lights on. Got 15 steps, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, And then basement 6, reservoir 5. Not so bad. What does this do again? Yeah, it seems... doesn't seem that useful to me. I would have liked to go to the observatory again. Oh, I could have done that from here, shit. Okay, so where am I? 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8... No. 15 steps. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, basement 2, reservoir 1. I can do it, but that wouldn't take me into the Darkroom. But I'm pretty sure that even with Steam, the lights switched off and I couldn't see anything. So I don't think I'm going to be able to see an item in there. I wonder if I wrote notes about that. Darkroom. Power goes off. I tried turning off and on at utility closet before entering. Power stays on. To test. Cycle power before drafting. Will it still die? And then I've written yes because I did test that. So I haven't written whether it stays on. I don't actually feel that I have a great need to go to the observatory because, I mean, this says what it does, right? An additional effect of each constellation. So it would make Draxus apply twice, so I guess maybe dead-end rooms are double more likely. Alright, so I am going to go in the Darkroom just to test once again. I should have looked more carefully at what could be seen. Like, is there a battery here? I don't know. Alright, so I can write down there. I may as well. Lights stay off even with steam power. Okay, boiler room, security. Maybe this would tell me, actually, if there were a battery in there. Inventory. Nothing. There's no point doing the keycard stuff anymore. I might have had more luck if I had turned the security level down. I might have only seen, for example, one security door there. Yeah. Well, too bad. Okay, pantry, coffee. So, having the lunchbox helped me out today. I would have died earlier if I didn't have that. I was about to go to the patio, but I don't want to go to the patio. I never got a shovel, unfortunately. Oh, I want to get to the code check. Hopefully I've got enough steps. 7, 6, 5. Yeah, that's enough. Nearly forgot about the code check. So let's drop off. I guess I'll drop off the sledgehammer again. I feel like I'm doing things wrong. Okay, let's go down below and spend all of our keys. And I wonder how many tomorrow rooms I had today. Not as good as yesterday, I think. Can't bring up the map yet. So for tomorrow rooms... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 keys. One worse than today. Nope. Alright, I guess I'm still going to look at things in here. So this one, red lies unless handwritten, so it's not a flame, so I shouldn't look at the flame ones. So I guess there's nothing for it. It's not going to be the one right by. It could be any. It could be any. So What was the other one that I got? Green memos in blue boxes are true. I don't remember it saying that. Did it? Yeah, okay. So we've also got green memos are lies. We've got the green memos in boxes near this box are both lies. I don't know what to make of that. Green memos in blue boxes are true, I'm told. But, you know, that might be a lie. Because it's not printed. So it's a lie, right? But that would mean that green memos in blue boxes are false. I kind of just have to ignore that one. It's too contradictory. Alright, let's open this one. So box number 6 that I open. I'm writing them upwards for some reason, going up and up. So it's going to be a red, and it's going to have a moon. And let's use a key. It's another green memo. I don't trust green memos at all. Only one box in the reservoir has a prize. Well, don't know. In water. And it says green and printed. Only one box in the reservoir has a prize. I kind of believe it, but I don't know. Okay, let's try this one. 7. White. Sun in water. Oh, alright. It's a blue memo. Okay, so 3 allowance tokens. Plus, I can't tell if that's blue or white. I'm going to say it's blue. Printed. This box contained 3 allowance tokens. This box contained... Still does. 3 allowance tokens. So that's great for my allowance. Yay. Yay. And... Yay. I might stop opening boxes in the water. Let's open a random box over here, this one. 8. It's red, and it has a moon. Maybe I should open more of the same color and symbol of the one that I just opened. A black box. Okay, so we've got a red printed. Wait, okay, what do I know about colors again? This was notes from the... where was it? Okay. Blue memos are true. Red memos are lies unless handwritten. Why did I think it was green ones? Okay, blue memos are true. Red memos are lies unless handwritten. So this is a lie. A black box contains allowance tokens. Okay. A black box contains allowance tokens. So I think that's a lie. And I don't know if I'm just wasting my time now. I might have the only prize that was in here. But let's open more. This one, in a corner. Oh. Blue moon. No. I want to open some that were the same color as the one that had the prize. Yeah. White sun. Are there more white suns? Okay, here's one. White sun in water. Got nothing else to use the keys on. Only one blue box in the water contains a memo with a true statement. Oh, man. I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe it's true because it's on blue. Wait, no, this is not in a blue box. So it could be true. I don't know. I've still got 3. Should I open all the other water ones? I'll open all the other water ones. Okay, so red and sun. Red, sun, water. In water. The sanctum key is not in a box in the water. But I don't need a sanctum key. Blue. Printed. The sanctum key is not in a box in the water. Okay, blue box to the flame. Blue, flame, water. Red, printed. All green memos found in boxes in the water are true. All green memos in boxes in the water are true. Maybe. I mean, I guess I can test that at some point. This is my last key and it's the last water box. Black flame. Black flame. Water. And can't get past that rock. Red, printed. The sanctum key is in a blue box, but red ones, unless handwritten, are lies. So that's a lie. All right, I am out of keys. I have a gem, but nowhere to spend it. I have 12 coins, but nowhere to spend them, except throwing one in the fountain, but I can't because I'm down here. And it would take all my steps to even get out. Now, let's see. I've got 3 steps. Let's take account of what spends them on the way out. Because I ended up with more steps than I expected last time I came down here. So I've got 3 in the reservoir. I am down to 2 in the basement. So far, everything's all as expected. 2 in the basement. Then I go up the elevator. Will I still have 2 or will I have 1? So I'm now in the foundation. And I have 2. Yeah, the light changes very suddenly. And yeah, there's definitely a glitch there too. Still okay, so going up and down the elevator does not take steps, which makes sense because I'm not moving. Alright, now I know. So that, one of those blessings, the blessing of the monk, wasn't it? It was saying that if I call it a day on the estate, then I would draw that room on the grounds the next day. What if I were to... The way that I'm understanding that, whatever room I'm in, when I call it a day, I can draw that in the outer room? What if I've got the foundation? What if I've got something with several doors? That one I find very confusing. I would like to get that blessing just so I can understand it. Alright, I've got 2 steps, so I can walk one more time. I guess let's go to the workshop. If I can figure out how. Is that the workshop? There's the workshop. Is there anything I can do? There's nothing I can do. I can't combine salt and a broken lever. That doesn't make sense. Alright, that's that. Let's call it a day. Day 38 is done. Call it. I'll probably take a break and play again. So, Temporal Villa again. Same name as yesterday. 7 tomorrow rooms, yes. So it'll be 7 keys tomorrow. And I'm sort of tempted to have like I was going to do today, have a throwaway day, just go down below and open a whole bunch of things. Yeah, okay, so today didn't make as much progress in the house as I hoped, but then again, I wasn't really expecting to make a great deal. I feel like I was on the edge of putting together that hammer, the power hammer, and then I would have been able to smash, I assume, a wall in the weight room and also a wall in the basement. I never got my hands on a shovel, which is sad because I got the patio and I think there's something to dig there. I also had a lot of digging spots just scattered around. There was one in the conservatory, there were a couple on the foundation, there was at least one in the patio. Maybe that was all actually. Yeah, I'm not sure if I made some bad decisions. I ended up with money, so I could have thrown more money at the shrine, I guess, but I wasn't to know that. It was too bad about the boiler room. I was really hoping to get a lab next to it. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. Yeah, this blessing doesn't seem like that much of a blessing. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with that. Maybe if I had like lab as commonplace, so I draw it every time. But I haven't had the opportunity to turn that up in the conservatory yet. I probably have to think more about what I do in the conservatory, because I'm pretty much turning up everything that I kind of like to commonplace and everything that and not making many of the differences. I did bring, I think I brought the trophy room. What did I bring to commonplace today? I think the trophy room and I think the den is commonplace, but I think it already was. And there was one other thing, I don't remember what. No, I don't remember. Yeah. Alright, that's it. Have a great day. Bye for now.